people saying, well, you need to work out margins and that, you know. Look, I ain't got time for it. I don't need to show off I can work out margins. I'm an accountant. Spend our 250 quid on produce, mash it up as quick as possible, and sell it all. That's my vision for this task.
New Covent Garden Market. Able to squeeze the price, the boys take a big slice out of their budget, buying 1,400 oranges.
We're going to buy as cheap as we can. We're going to produce as much as we can, as quick as we can. Sales, I'm not concerned with right now. For me, this is just rolling with the punches, and I'd like my team to do the same.
We need to know how much we have to spend.
Yeah. The account is depleted.
£40.
What does that give us? Everything that we need. The soup.
Everything.
Everything.
That includes
Everything.
all your ingredients.
Can I ask what you're spending on oranges then, in terms of percentage of the budget?
150.
We're going to spend everything.
Good.
No, I'm just asking the question, obviously.
We're maxing on oranges, yes.
Right,
You worked it out.
Do that. Although soup is harder to make.
Guys, you've had half an hour.
Yep.
I don't want to hear negative.
No, it's not negative.
Let's get it done.
It's a fact. It's not negative.
Yeah,
It's a fact.
fine. It's a fact.
Negative.
Yeah, here's a fact. We've got 10 minutes to get this sorted.
Starting point is you've got £250, okay? If I've understood correctly, you decided your strategy as team leader was, what we'll do, lads, is we'll go and buy as much stuff as we can for as cheap as possible. And don't worry about the plan at the moment. We'll think about the plan as we go along. I felt if I had the best plan in the world, but I couldn't lead the team, it was worthless. So therefore, my plan was simple. I wanted to go for a simple plan because I didn't want to micromanage. So I worked out that at 10p an orange, I'd be able to make 500 bottles. All right. That's all going on in your head.
That's going on in my
Anybody
head.
else know about this?
There was a rough plan, a general plan, but there was never any details or figures. It just sort of grew as it went along. And
Sounds to me as though Ed kept it all into himself, because I didn't actually see one piece of paper with anything written down.
To be honest, it was a little bit disappointing as a team. We knew nothing about it. You know, we couldn't contribute to it. We couldn't give our feedback.
Did you know anything about any plan?
No.
No.
You?
No. And you,
He kept a lot of things to himself. There was a need-to-know basis.
man with a plan or not?
No, it was leave it with
No.
me. I know what we're doing with the oranges. What I need you to do, because I think you're soup man, is to look after the soup team. I'm going to give you very little money. I need you to buy a lot. I need you to convert soup and go out and make sure you can shift it. I was very capable of doing that, but that's the extent of the information I was given.
Lord Sugar, I believe, sir, the lack of planning during the process cost us very badly. I think actually the irony is Edward, he's trying incredibly hard to show that he's not an accountant, he's not the accounting model. And unfortunately, I think he left a lot of the good parts of the accountancy at the door when he came in.
That's the most sensible thing I've heard here today, actually. You said on your resume that I'm Lord Sugar's dream. You know, with the greatest respect, you've been a bit of a nightmare. And so, for that reason, Edward, I've got to say to you, you're fired.